Hello everyone, my name is OFSR, and last night on a live stream, I got the world record 1.21 random seed speedrun. I did it in a time of 17:01, loads removed, 16 minutes and 53 seconds, a time that I'm really proud of, and it's by far the fastest time I've ever gotten on live stream, so that was really cool. And now I'm just gonna kind of analyze it, go post commentary over it. I haven't done one of these in so long, so I'm really excited. I know you guys like post commentary. I think you guys like it. I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway. So the seed starts out with really promising, uh, really promising start. Anytime you spawn more than like 400 blocks away from 0, is good because strongholds spawn at about where I'm at right now. Stronghold villages tend to spawn. And in a moment, I'll look over to my right and I'll see the church of a taiga village. So this village has about a 1 in 9, 1 in 8 chance to have a stronghold under it. How Bedrock 1.21 works is strongholds spawn in rings or hotspots. It doesn't really matter, but basically it means that they end up around 1,000 blocks away from spawn, and not always, but they usually spawn under villages. So I can use the fact that I have a village about 1,000 blocks away, and I can say there's like a 1 in 8 chance there's a stronghold under here. So instead of looking for a lava pool, I'm just going to dig down when I find the well. But before I dig down, I need to get my essentials like food, wood, tools, and kill the golem for a bucket. So that's what we're doing right now. Looting houses to find bread, although I'm hoping to find a farmer villager in this pumpkin farm right here. And then I'm making all my tools. And here is my my personal, or actually my personal second favorite part about this run. My favorite part of the run happens in the Nether. Um, in this run, I think I make like 6 separate crafting tables. It's a taiga village, so you just naturally have a lot of wood, and I'm just kind of bad at crafting right now. So over the course of this run, I think I'll make 5 or 6 different crafting tables. And that's definitely the reason why this is so fast, is just because the crafting tables. Every time you make a crafting table, your run gets like a minute faster. So yeah, this run would have been like over 20 minutes if it wasn't for these crafting tables. So I of course pick up my crafting table because I'm definitely gonna need the third one, and then I get ready to dig down. Yeah, I'm here. I think I accidentally make another crafting. Oh no, that's later. Um, never mind. But I'm getting snowballs for the one cycle, and now I'm doing a strategy called Spring Strats, which is basically just finding 4-4 in the chunk. It's pretty complicated. My friend Bowler Guy has a video on it. I'll leave it linked in the description. And I also have a full 30-minute random seed glitchless tutorial if you want to do speedruns like this. That is in the description. But yeah, we have hit Stronghold, and if you want to understand more about my very brief explanation about that, I recommend watching the 30-minute RSG tutorial on my channel and Bowler Guy's How to Spring Strats, because that's how you find, or at least have the chance of finding strongholds. But speaking of strongholds, this stronghold sucks. It's really big. I can't find the portal room for the life of me. I think I waste like 2 minutes in this stronghold, and it's really annoying. I genuinely think this is a world, like, overall 1.18 plus world recordable seed if 2 things are different. The stronghold nav, and then the terrain back to my home portal after I leave the fortress. If those 2 things were really good, this has a chance to be under 13 minutes, which is just insane to think about with the kind of nether that we're going to have. Which, no spoilers, but it's quite an interesting nether. But now I'm just kind of running through the stronghold. I have no idea where the portal room is. Chad is making fun of my large amount of crafting tables. And here I'm saying, like, I should have just gone middle. It's probably middle. Stronghold theory is that the portal room spawns, like, far away from other stuff. It's a big room. It needs a lot of room to spawn. I said room about 15 times in the last 6 seconds, but so yeah, I'm just trying to find where the stronghold is not crowded with a ton of random hallways, and that, in my mind, is like behind me right now. So I'm gonna run back into this hallway, and or actually no, I'm gonna go this way first. But it's not this way. now I'm gonna run back into this hallway. And I'm gonna go somewhere that doesn't look very crowded. So not there, to my right. And then I think it's just like right there. Yeah, okay. So if I went there initially, I don't know why I would have. That would have been a really weird first way to go in this stronghold. But if I did go that way first, then I would be entering at like a little over 4 minutes instead of a little under 6 minutes, which is a pretty large time save. So now I'm just going to build the portal. I'm going to skip over the fact that I almost died to silverfish because good speedrunners would never die to silverfish. That would be crazy. Um, Not my cleanest portal build ever. In my defense, I was climbing for like 2 hours before this and my fingers hurt. But now we are entering the nether at 5:42. So this is about the exact same time I entered nether on my 1341 PB in 1.20. So good pace, great pace, but it needs to be a spectacular nether to get world record at this point. And when I load in and don't immediately see warped or fort, I'm like, okay, it's not record. It's okay. But I mean, my goal wasn't really overall record. My goal was 1.21 record, which at the time was, I think, 22 minutes by Kaludi. Um, so yeah, we cleared the bar by a good bit. Right now I'm running away from some piglins. If that was a crossbow piglin, that could have been bad, but I knew it was a sword piglin, so you can just tower up and escape them. And now we are running to the quadrant positive negative to try to find a fortress. For those who don't know how quadrants work, just watch the RSG tutorial. It explains it a lot better in this will, but basically just don't... just go and... Actually, no, there's no point of explaining this yet. It has no significance until after, one, I don't die to this hoglin, which almost happens, as you can see by my slightly scared facial reaction, but two, it doesn't matter until after you leave a structure. And here we go, a structure. This is a treasure bastion, and treasure bastions are bad. They're not good, and I don't think a treasure bastion will ever get a time... Zoomed in, Ophi. I don't think Treasure Bastion will ever get a time that legitimately contends the world record, just because of how slow it is. But I'll give it this, it is a huge structure, so it was really easy to find, and I found it, and now I'm going to try to get all my pearls from a bastion, which in 1.21 is pretty rare, by the way. Uh, each trade that a piglin does has like a 2 to 3% chance to give ender pearls, and it's only 2 to 4. So the good thing about treasure is that you get a lot of gold blocks. The bad thing is that you also get a lot of danger. So if I can do this correctly and survive, I'll be rewarded with a lot of gold, hopefully. And I do it correctly, I get lucky with the piglin brute spawns, so we are in the middle, and I just need some iron to make a pickaxe, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. This run is dead if I don't get iron here. And I get iron, yippee! The interesting thing, though, is that this is the 2-chest variant of lower treasure, bottom treasure, and I don't get gold blocks in the chests, which means I have just about 10 gold blocks to get all my pearls, which is not ideal. On average, from 10 gold blocks, you maybe get like 6 or 7 pearls, so I need to get really lucky for this run to continue. But, I mean, you guys are watching this run now, so obviously something is to happen from these trades, which I'm starting right now. I'm getting the gold from these sections, and I'm going to throw them to the piglins. The really cool thing about this treasure route that Utex and I made is that all the piglins just kind of fall into this block. There's so many places for them to go and try to kill you, but they're just kind of dumb, and they all just go in this hole, and it's really cool. So now I'm just going to throw them the gold, and then I'm going to do a really cool bedrock strategy called trade cycling. I think it's called trade cycling. I'm going to call it trade cycling. But basically, when you mine a block that piglins don't want you to mine, like a chest or a gold block, they will immediately drop their trade. They'll immediately finish their trade and try to attack you. But as I said earlier, piglins are dumb. So they will drop their trade, realize there's more stuff on the ground, and then keep trading. So by just breaking this gold block over and over, I am massively speeding up the trading time, which is just dumb, but it's cool. It works out in my favor. And I think by this point I can see I see ender pearls. I know I have at least one pearl trade. So we're hoping for the best. Ideally, it's like 12 pearls from 10 gold blocks, but even then, that's a stretch. But it is a 0i, so I need 12 pearls. And I don't seem to have any in my inventory. It's probably just still in the hole. So I just clear out my inventory a bit and then go back to trading. But I misplace my gold. Then the piglins steal it. But I have 15 ender pearls already, which is insane RNG. I can't even begin to describe how lucky it is to get 15 pearls from 10 gold. I'm basically cheating, but I was live streaming, so I obviously wasn't cheating. And now we are leaving the Bastion about 3 minutes after we enter it, which is a really good split for bottom treasure. So now I can throw a pearl across this lava lake and just hope to find a fortress. We have pretty much everything we need now in the run except a fortress. I have 2 spare ender pearls to throw, preferably one for the end and one to hopefully find a fortress here. But the chance of finding a fortress here is really low. It's like unlikely. It's, oh, the fortress is right there. Oh my goodness. And this is immediately, if you look at my face, this is where I lock in. I think I say like right here, I'm not looking at chat, I want to focus. I think that's exactly what I said, but we're going to speed bridge over to the blaze spawner here. And right now, we are at 11 minutes and 20 seconds. The world record leaves the nether at 11 minutes and 40 seconds. So I've accepted that this isn't going to be the world record for overall, but it still very easily could be the 1.20 world record and be one of my fastest speedruns. So we're going to start killing blazes, and yeah, we're going to start killing blazes. I have a diamond sword here, but it has a knockback and it's kind of annoying. So I think I think this is now. Oh no, yeah, I'll do it in a second. But I try to do it funny. But yeah, this fortress is really slow. I think this was another thing that held the run back. It wasn't one of the things I mentioned in the beginning about like a big reason it wasn't world record, but it's whatever. I'm like 1 for 4 on blazes. They're being really slow to spawn. And right here, I tried to make a netherite sword, but I didn't grab the armor trim from treasure, so I can't make a netherite sword. But it's fine, because I don't really want to use the knockback sword anyway. So I just use the iron sword. But yeah, this fortress is pretty slow, unfortunately. But this fortress does kind things later, so don't worry. Now I'm 2 for 5 on blazes, now 2 for 6, and I think now 3 for 7. So it's alright. I need 6 rods, so we're halfway there, and we're just waiting for another spawn cycle. And at this point I finally check my timer. I was looking at chat for the rest of the time, because I have chat on my phone. And I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't like overall record pace, but it still could be a really good speedrun. So at this point I'm like 4 for 9 on blazes, and I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can overlap running back to my home portal with finding blazes, and this strategy works out really well. This fortress is massive, and I'll show in chat in just a second. My home portal coordinates are 40, 40, negative 80, abbreviated just as 448, 44, negative 8. And so I'm like, yeah, I can probably just run through this fortress until I get back to terrain that can lead me to my home portal. And hopefully, really hopefully, I need this to pay off. I need one more blaze rod. Because if I don't get another blaze rod, I've kind of just screwed myself. I played for the risk. I need this blaze to drop, and it does, thankfully. If that blaze didn't drop, this run would have lost maybe... Oh, actually, no, there's 2 blazes right there. Never mind, but I played for the risk, and I got it. And now, even though this fortress was really kind of getting me close to my home portal, it's far from over, because this is as far as the fortress goes. And I just don't get any terrain. If you guys remember, my home portal was kind of in a caved area, and there's just no terrain around it. So I have to dig all the way back to my home portal, which is like a 2-minute time loss versus what would happen if I just had terrain and walked. If I had great terrain, I would have pearled and it would have been an even bigger time save. Not enough to make it overall record, but enough combined with good stronghold nav that it definitely could have been. But at this point, I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about completing the run in the fastest time that I can do. And right now, that involves making extra pickaxes, which luckily I saved some iron from the Bastion, which was smart, and probably the reason this run's alive. Good call. Um, and I take this iron pickaxe and I keep mining. So, in my mind, I have everything I need to do the Lavaless 1 cycle of my favorite 1 cycle, Dank cycle, which is a no lava 1 cycle, which you may think is just like not possible without lava on Bedrock, but it is. It's just kind of precise, it's kind of difficult. But in my mind, of like, I've failed Dank cycle so many times on good pace. I just need to get better at the game. And so in my mind I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go for your dank cycle, we're gonna pearl to the fountain, and we're gonna do the best end split that I possibly can, and we're gonna get the best time that I possibly can. At this point, 1.21 world record is like 5 minutes behind me, and my personal second best time, I'm behind my personal second best time. I do miss 1 cycle in my second best time, but if I crank the 1 cycle right here, I can still beat it. So I need good eye fills. I get like decent eye fills. I miss 1. And now it's time for the 1 cycle. Dank cycle, really difficult. Need to lock in. I'll let you guys enjoy the 1 cycle.
Wow! Wait, is that PB? Is that PC PB? It is 1701. That's a laptop PB. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Dude, what is today? What the heck? Packs, 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 packs. Packs, 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 packs. Packs, 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 packs. What? What? 1701 with loads removed. It's gonna be like 1630.
So yeah, that was how I got the new 1.21 RSG world record time of 1701 real time and 1653 in-game time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed my post commentary. If you have any more questions about the run, or just questions in general, join my Discord server, and see you guys all next time.